Our little pirate ship has set sail once more, and we're on our way to a brand new island. What will we find there? Let's find out! Following the directions given to them by the ancient compass, Bunny's crew had finally arrived at the mighty roaring Lion Island, where the ground trembled beneath their feet. As they sailed into the rocky harbor, they could hear the sound of thunderous roars echoing across the sheer cliffs. "Land ahoy!" shouted Foxy from the crow's nest. But it looks like we're not alone. Through his spyglass, Captain Bunny could make out a large shape lounging on a rock in the middle of the harbor. It was a lion, a giant golden lion, with a flowing mane like a molten waterfall. And as he watched, the lion rose to his paws and let out a mighty roar that shook the very core of the ship. As they approached, the lion introduced himself as Leo the Golden Lion, the proud and powerful leader of the island. "Welcome, travelers!" he boomed, his voice echoing with the strength of a crashing wave. "I sense great courage and kindness in you! For that, I will offer you my aid." Before any of the pirates could speak, however, a mischievous grin spread across Leo's face.
"But first, you must prove yourselves in the lion's trial. Only then shall you receive the next piece of the map to buried Treasure Island."
Before the pirates could even ask what the trial entailed, Leo had already bounded off his rock and was striding toward the shore. "Come, follow me," he challenged. The arena awaits. With heavy hearts, the pirates followed Leo deeper into the island. Soon enough, they could hear the distant sound of drums and chanting. As they rounded a large rock, the source of the commotion came into view. In the center of the island sat a large stone arena. At one end, a huge statue of a lion seemed to come to life, its tail thrashing back and forth in time with the pounding drums. Within the arena stood 5 fearsome lion warriors, each more imposing than the last. And in front of them stood 2 figures, one of whom was none other than the sly black cat they'd met on the previous island. "Looks like we're not the only ones who got to progress to the next island," said the parrot, squawking with surprise. It was clear that the Black Cat Pirates had been chosen for the Lion's trial, just as they had been. But what did Leo want from them? To fight the Black Cat Pirates in the trial. That didn't seem like the kind of help that he'd offered. As if reading their minds, Leo explained, the trial is a test of strength, courage, and teamwork. You must defeat the Lion Warriors in battle to win. He turned to the Black Cat Pirates. And if you fail, then my allies here will take your treasure and leave you without the map. Understanding dawned on the pirates. This was a challenge, an opportunity to prove themselves and get the upper paw on their rivals. "Are you sure you can do this?" Momo asked Bunny, turning to his first mate. Momo nodded, her eyes gleaming with excitement. "Don't worry, Captain. We may be small, but we're mighty." With that, she dashed toward the entrance of the arena, followed closely by Foxy and Bunny. The battle was fierce. The Lion Warriors attacked with the strength of 100 pirates, but Momo, agile and swift, dodged their every blow. Foxy, quick-witted and sharp-tongued, distracted the lions with cunning tricks. And Bunny, brave and determined, struck with the force of a hurricane, sending the warriors crashing to the ground. One by one, the Lion Warriors fell until only one remained. Even he knew he was no match for the combined might of the 3 friends. And so he surrendered, collapsing onto his knees and begging for mercy. "Well done, little pirates," boomed a familiar voice. It was Leo, bounding toward them with a wide grin. "You have shown great strength, courage, and kindness. I am impressed." He turned to the Black Cat Pirates, who were looking rather sheepish by that point. "And as for you," he continued, "I'm afraid you've lost." With that, the Black Cat Pirates were forced to surrender their treasure, which Leo divided equally among the 3 friends. Overjoyed with their victory, the pirates hardly noticed when Leo, with a mischievous glint in his eye, took a small piece of cloth from his pocket and handed it to them. It was the next map fragment, and it led them straight to the next island. As the little pirate ship sailed away from the roaring Lion Island, a huge shape could be seen bounding along the cliffs, waving goodbye. The pirates waved back, overjoyed to have made such a powerful lion warrior their new ally. Yet far on the horizon, a pair of yellow eyes glinted with malice. The Black Cat pirates had survived the lion's trial, but they were still hungry for treasure. And now they knew exactly where to find their rivals. The game was afoot.